Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning. Hi, kids. A hot tea, please.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Wednesday, the 12th of June. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for stopping by today. Coming up later this month on June 20th, there is a benefit happening in Sumner County. It is benefiting the Humane Society of Sumner County. It's on, like I said, June 20th from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. They'll have some food and snacks out, but they are asking for a number of donation items to help with the cats and the dogs, puppies and kittens that they have there at the Humane Society. Well, why do I bring this up? Well, I had the pleasure of sitting down with the Adoption Center manager, Heather Jones, to talk about the Humane Society, their needs, and how the public can help them continue to take care of strays and intakes there at their facility. She also wants to make a clarification for those there in the Sumner County area. She has some great information for us that'll be coming up for you in just a few minutes. But first, let's get a check of our headlines this morning. A proposed tax increase for the city of Clarksville will be among the items to be voted on in the upcoming fiscal year 2025 budget. The dollar amount of the proposed increase is not yet known. Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts detailed some of the struggles preparing this year's budget in a recent news release. You can read what Mayor Pitts had to say about the upcoming budget proposal and when the vote is scheduled to happen. You can do that by going to our website, mainstreetmediatn.com, and then clicking on Main Street Clarksville. TN Kids Nutrition is now making free meals possible for school-aged children in 5 additional Tennessee counties. In 2010, TN Kids Nutrition got its start in Robertson County, and it is now expanding this summer to also provide meals in Cannon, Cheatham, Giles, Houston, and Trousdale counties. Cheatham County drop-offs will continue every Monday and Wednesday through July. Now, that is in Cheatham County. If you have any questions about this program, and if you would like to know about the other areas, go to mainstreetmediatn.com, and you will find the Cheatham County Exchange. Click there for all the information that you need to contact TN Kids Nutrition. Stick with us. When we come back, we're sitting down with the Adoption Center manager from the Humane Society of Sumner County. We'll be right back.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to Nashville Super Speedway.
That's right, guitars and fast cars right here in Music City. This summer, NASCAR is back at the Nashville Super Speedway. Get your tickets now to watch your favorite driver take on the 1.33 miles of concrete chaos. Visit NashvilleSuperspeedway.com to lock in your spot June 28th through the 30th for the Ally 400 race weekend.
Are you the biggest race fan? Main Street Media and Rackley Roofing are teaming up to send a family of 4 to the Rackley Roofing 200 truck race at the Nashville Super Speedway on June 28th. All you have to do is head to your favorite Main Street Media site and click on the Rackley banner to win.
Nashville Sounds Baseball is back in Hit City for the 2024 season. Spend your nights and weekends at the ballpark with weekly giveaways, fireworks shows, throwback deals, live music, and more. Top talent will take the field at First Horizon Park against the AAA Minnesota Twins, Baltimore Orioles, Atlanta Braves, St. Louis Cardinals, Cincinnati Reds, and more. Tickets start at just $10 and are available now at NashvilleSounds.com. We will see you in Hit City.
Welcome back. This morning, I have the pleasure of being here in Sumner County at the Humane Society of Sumner County. I have Heather Jones and put in with me right here. Heather serves as the Director of Adoptions, really takes care of the front end and the care of all of the animals here at the Humane Society of Sumner County. First off, thanks for your time.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
And let's start with a distinction, because again, in your area, and every area is a little different with who they have to help save and rescue the pets that are in the area, either surrenders or the strays.
give that distinction between the Humane Society and then animal control.
Okay, so for animal control, they are government funded, which means they're run by the government. The sheriff department, I believe, is who really runs their stuff.
Okay.
They do come out and pick up, but not always. It depends on the situation. They are a kill rescue by profession. I mean, it's just how that works. When it's the government, they have to move some for some to come in, and people don't seem to understand that part. You got to put down to come.
And I want to kind of go off of that because wherever you are, this does have a lot to do with just people in the community.
Yes.
Spay and neuter your animals.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and hit that right off the bat. Whether you're here in Sumner County or in any other Middle Tennessee or Tennessee County, this will help keep a lower population of any sort of strays that get out there.
Yes. Spay and neuter is probably the most important thing to any of the rescues. That's just what is important to all of us. If you fix your animals, you decrease the unwanted population. You also decrease health risks. There's testicular cancer. There's other kinds of cancers the females get in the reproductive organs when they don't use them, or when they do use them, they still need to come out, or they can have other problems. So spaying and neutering is more than just reducing the population. It can also be for the health of your animal. Then you don't have the cycles, and you don't have the testosterone as strong for the males, less marking, less fighting, all that fun stuff.
Good to know. And as we're talking about the Humane Society here, about their care, what they have, maybe questions that they'll answer, some common questions from you, and then their wish list a little more, you're going to just see the Humane Society Sumner County as we're talking. And again, the cat area, that adoption area, as well as the dogs that they have that are up for adoption. First off, I'm blown away by the number of animals that you do adopt out each year.
We do pretty well. We run a pretty average of one a day to an extent. It's about 30 a month. Some months we get 40 to 45, and then some months we're right under 30, but typically stay right about 30. They come in, they spend a few weeks here, hopefully not longer than that. We have to get them fixed, boosted, tested, checked for all kinds of things. And then once all that's done, they go up for adoption, which is the major distinction, I'd say, too, with the pound. They are animal control, so they are picking up problem animals. We are trying to take your animal in and find it a new home. So we don't do like feral or anything like that. Now we can help you with that. You fix them, put them back. What is it? TNR, trap, neuter, release. They trap them, they fix them, they rabies them, they tip their ear. If you see a cat with a tipped ear, they are fixed. Let them be. They are not repopulating. They are not causing a problem. And the pound won't even take them now. They are tipped. Someone has invested money to fix them. Leave them alone.
Thank you for that. For those
Unless they're super friendly, then you can bring them in and we'll find them a home. But otherwise, just let them be. They're not hurting anything.
I want to talk about what animals go through when they are surrendered. And I know there are extreme cases out there, so you may not have a choice. But if you do, when you go into adopt, it is a lifelong commitment. And by lifelong, I mean the lifelong, the years of that cat, that hamster, the dog, whatever it is that you adopt. What do you see these animals go through? And this is hard. This is just heartbreaking and just gut-wrenching to me.
A lot. Well, for example, this one, she lived outside for 5 years with her mother, brother, and father, and they were used for breeding, which is classified as backyard breeding. You do go into puppy mills also, which we get those too. They're just typically very unhealthy and mentally not together because they've been neglected and not taken care of like a pet. They just are left in a box until someone wants them. Again, fixing is a big part. If other people would fix animals, we wouldn't have all those problems. But the stress they go through of being surrendered is very hard on them. Some people have extreme situations where they're in a violent situation where they've been abused or they have a restraining order, stuff like that, which those go over some of the other ones. They need more help other than someone just saying, I just don't want my dog anymore. So we do prioritize the important, someone has cancer and they're dying and they have a month and they're trying to do the right thing and find their animals a home, as opposed to, again, someone who got a puppy and it got too big and just doesn't want it.
Right.
So we do take almost anything as long as it is friendly and adoptable. There is a $30 surrender fee because we are not government funded. All of our money comes from donations from the public.
And they welcome donations. That
Yes,
is very welcome.
of any kind,
Right.
except for heartbeats. The ones with the heartbeats have to have appointments. But everything else is welcome. Gift cards, food, open food. We have a food bank for the public. And we tell people it doesn't matter if it's a half bag, duct tape it up, bring it in. Somebody needs it.
Okay.
Litter, food, sheets, blankets, towels, rugs, cat toys, dog toys, etc., that kind of thing.
Okay.
We are just always in need of everything. And it does help a lot when the public gets involved, though, and donates, more than us just doing events. We have some regulars that are here once a week bringing stuff in.
That's wonderful. And you will find the wish list
Yes.
for the Humane Society of Sumner County. They're on their website. Heather, any other questions that I didn't ask that you may want to address?
Really just the big thing with us being different from animal control, people understanding we are not a kill rescue. We are a no-kill, non-government funded organization, solely depend on donations. We do not have a vet on staff, which means we outsource for the vets, and those bills get very high very quick. We maintain all of their health. We do what they need, and we do the extent of if it was our own personal pet. And that's why we do the GoFundMes, because sometimes these surgeries are $1,000, $2,000. I had a kitty. It was almost $1,000 to remove her eyeball. So it is very expensive, but there's just that huge distinction of we are not government funded, and we are 100% a no-kill facility. Unless my vet says this animal is suffering and needs this, that is, that is the right thing to do. We do not. And even with that, I have found some hospice fosters where they were able to go into a home and stay with them until they passed. I mean, I took one home with me. He was one of my first pound pulls, and he had heartworms, and he had mange, and he had all kinds of parasites, and we got him healthy, we thought, and then he started throwing up, and turned out he had liver failure. They wanted me to put him down, and I'm like, I just keep, give me a day, let me be with him. Can he have drugs for that? So I took him home, and this is a big old, 70-pound alpha blue-blooded bully, beautiful dog. But he passed in my bathroom the next day with me, so he stayed with me the whole time.
And felt that love until that
And he was in a foster for 6 months while he went through his heartworm treatment. His last year of his life was probably the best year of his life. It just was heartbreaking. He never really got adopted.
100%. But he did by you. And again, the fosters really do. Thank you for all of these
fosters
out
are
there.
super important. Super important.
100%. And if you're interested in fostering here in Sumner County, reach out to Humane Society in Sumner County. Heather Jones, thank you so much. Thank you for the love and the care that you give to the animals that come through here. Thank you to all the other locations, all the other Humane Societies and animal care locations that take in animals. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate your time. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
The wild horses are coming to Franklin. The Mustang Heritage Spectacular. 4 days of celebrity freestyle, liberty training, trick riding, and extreme Mustang makeover. Plus the shopping. Over 100 vendor spaces with clothing, food, home goods, and things you can't find anywhere else. All that and celebrity signings at a music stage too. June 20th through 23rd at Williamson County Ag Expo Park. Don't miss a moment with a weekend pass. MustangHeritageFoundation.org for tickets.
We thrive under the lights. The city of performers. Putting on one heck of a show. Welcome to Smashville.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Take a look. It was a gorgeous morning yesterday morning for teams to participate in the Drive Out Disaster Golf Scramble, all to support the American Red Cross Tennessee River Chapter. This event was hosted by Goins to Rise, a new nonprofit in the Montgomery County area. As mentioned, 16 teams took part in this golf scramble. 64 players were out there to enjoy the morning. This event raised more than $20,000 for disaster relief for the Tennessee River Chapter. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you to all of the players who came out to join us for our beautiful morning yesterday. As always, thanks so much for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday afternoon, your hump day afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow.